Hello everyone, this is Boricua Binks and welcome back to Let's Play Virtue's Last Reward. In the last episode, we went through one of the longest endings in this game, Luna's. And it broke my heart, as it always does. But we had a lot of explanations for, all of the murders that had happened, and a little bit we learned more about Luna herself, and it was just really, really sad to see her fall apart in our arms. Yeah, but I think now it's finally time for us to come back over here and ally with Phi. Let's get to that true ending. It might not even happen in this episode, though. It might have to be split into two because I think it's going to be pretty long, like maybe even longer than Luna's. So let's do it.
1 minute remains
Okay.
until.
All right, this time.
That was not a smart move, Sigma.
Oh, he remembers. This is why you had to betray her first, okay, guys? This is just what has to happen.
I won't forget this. I'll make sure you pay, even if it's the last thing I do.
Yikes.
A lapsum semel occasionum,
Yes.
non ipse potest Jupiter reprehendere.
Pretty much saying, don't screw up now. Don't betray her again. Nah. I didn't want to betray her anyway. Watch her be the one to betray us this
Round 2
time.
of the Ambidex game has been completed.
Just what happened with Alice. It's like, man, Alice, why you do this to us?
Results will
Okay.
be. Thank you, Ambidex.
Here we go. Luna and I stepped out of our AB room a little later than the others. They were already gathered. Okay.
You chose Ally, right? Are you sure that was okay?
Yeah, of course. I did too. Oh, you're too confident. Bruh, she gonna screw us up.
You sound pretty sure of yourself.
Oh, it's not confidence. I already know. No, you think you know, but you don't know.
What?
Let's just go have a look, shall we? Sorry. God, I can't wait for my new headset to come in. We'll know pretty quick whether I knew anything or not.
Okay, let's go.
Luna, it's so good to see you alive and well. Well, alive in quotation marks.
Results from round 2 of Please Direct.
Oh. I knew it. Fuck. Damn, Phi. Dang it, Phi. Why you do this to us? And she's gonna be like, it's only fair, Sigma.
Points
Shoot.
have been assigned or subtracted. Please check.
Okay. Dang it. What the hell, Phi? Why'd you choose betray? You chose ally before. Ah, you said that? Ooh.
I see. So you remember it too? The other round 2.
Yikes. What? That wasn't even close to the response I'd expected. It felt anticlimactic. Hey, hold on a minute here. You know?
Yeah, of course.
Wait, I didn't click that again. Game, come on now. You remember how I chose betray last time in round 2?
Why do you think I chose betray this time? Don't you remember what I said? That I'd make you pay?
Yeah, I do remember that. Then this is you making me pay?
Yes.
Yikes. It's only fair. Wait. No, that didn't make any sense. Something wasn't right. How could we both know about an earlier round 2? How could there have been an earlier round 2? Was it some sort of alternate history? Yep. What the hell was I thinking? That was conspiracy theory shit. This whole game is. Even if there was some sort of alternate timeline or universe or whatever, there was no way I could know what had happened in it. No way I could know. At least I didn't think there was any way I could know. But if I could, then how? I remembered Phi choosing Ally, then scowling at me when I broke my promise and swearing revenge.
That was not a smart move, Sigma.
We seriously just saw
I won't
this.
forget this. I'll make sure you pay.
Yeah. Why did I know that? Perhaps more importantly, why did Phi remember it? What the hell did any of this mean? Well, you and Phi have both been doing this the whole game. It had happened before, hadn't it? During round 1 of the AB game, when I was playing against Alice. Yep. I'd seen something. Phi and I had chosen Betray. But for some reason, I'd seen a reality where we'd chosen Ally instead. Suddenly, I realized that I wasn't alone. I looked up to see Luna, Clover, and Kay. They all began to speak at once.
What happened?
Why did you choose Betray, Phi?
Yeah, you're the only one who didn't vote Ally.
Huh. Are they gonna attack her like they did to me? Phi looked away and scowled. For several long moments her eyes stared off into the distance, and I could also see her mind working. I mean, she has 9 BP, she's a threat now. Finally she sighed and spoke.
Right. Well, I've got 9 points now. So sorry, but I'm out of here.
No. Huh? What do you mean?
Do I really have to explain it? I'm leaving. Through the number 9 door.
Mm-mm. Hey, wait. I scrambled around in front of her and threw my arms out. Don't be a
You're
witch.
in my way. Move.
No, I'm not letting you go. What happened to you? I didn't think you were the kind of person who ditched the rest of us so you could get away.
When someone betrays your trust, feels like a part of you dies. For me, I guess it was the part that cared. I don't think you have even the slightest idea what that feels like.
Betrays your... Wait, are you saying... Seriously, Phi? Talk about being petty.
Whatever. Just get out of my way.
No, I'm not moving.
I see. Then you leave me no choice.
As she spoke, Phi bent down. Oh, come on. Really? That's not normal, you know. Why is she able to do that? Then shot up into the air and over my head. I spun around to see her standing next to the number 9 door, her hand on the lever. You're gonna punish everybody else just because he betrayed you last time? Girl, you petty. You...
Nice try.
She grinned and tightened her grip on the lever.
Plaudite, acta est fabula.
What the hell's that?
It's Latin. Applaud. The play has ended. That's what it means.
Latin?
See you later.
Wait. Stop. I felt myself speaking before I even knew what the words were. Don't do it. Okay. Yes. Basically, you'll regret this decision. Not even Jupiter can find a lost opportunity. Are you sure this is how you want it to end? What about the nonary game? Zero, the bombs. We still don't know the truth about any of it. If you leave now, we never will. Is that really what you want? All right. Good job, Sigma. Think you got her.
Fine.
Phi slowly let go of the lever. Phew. Look, I'm sorry about betraying you. I'm honestly not sure why I did it.
Forget about it. This time you chose ally and I chose betray. I think we're even.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
When did you betray her? Are you talking about round 1?
No. We weren't talking about round 1 where...
Just drop it. There's no point. I doubt they'd understand even if you did tell them.
Yeah. You're right.
I don't get it.
Well, at least it seems Phi has decided to remain.
You've really changed your mind?
Yeah, I'll stick around a little longer. Like he said, I can't leave until we figured out what's going on.
The AB game will continue until someone opens the number 9 door. If someone reaches 9 BP and doesn't open the door, the game will keep going.
Oh man, that's a relief. Please don't scare us like that again.
Why aren't you knocking her out and tying her up like you do to me? That's not fair! That's sexist. It's because I'm a man, isn't it?
The Ambidex gates have closed. Round 3 of the Ambidex game will be the Star Round. Star keys are required to open the gates. There is no set limit on usage of the Star keys. The Ambidex gates can be opened as many times as the players wish to open them.
As many times as we want, huh? Then that means...
As long as you have the star keys, you can play the AB game as many times as you want.
You probably won't notice a period of time between when the doors open.
Yes, we know.
Based off the last 2 rounds.
45. I think we've heard this before, so...
Oh, that's right.
What?
Didn't Zero Juniors?
Okay, game. Everything we've already heard before. Oh yeah. So what are your bracelets, guys? Looks like I'm... the red solo.
I'm a magenta pair.
Me too.
That means we'll be a team this time.
Don't try to kill me this time, Clover.
I think we'll do great. Yeah.
Who's gonna be my partner then? I'm a cyan pair.
They do not appear to be here. I, for instance, am a yellow pair.
Wait a second. Luna and Clover are magenta. Who the hell am I supposed to
The
partner up with?
cyan pair, I imagine.
Vi and her mysterious partner.
How do you figure that?
Sigma. What colors are added together to create cyan?
Gosh, my game is like really glitching right now. Green and blue, right?
What color would you get by adding your red to that?
Red, green, and blue would be white in this universe. Stupid color wheel.
Exactly.
It was simpler when it was numbers.
So you're saying the next set of chromatic doors are going to be white?
Yes,
How do you know?
because I have seen them. After leaving the archives, we found a warehouse very similar to this one. In it was a set of white doors. Well, to be precise,
What about the P? Do they know about the white doors?
yes. If we exclude Quark from their number, then I believe they do.
I wonder what colors they are.
As far as pairs go, we're missing a cyan and a yellow.
If Sigma's a red solo, then we should have a green solo and a blue solo back in the infirmary.
Well, I'm going back to the infirmary. I'm kind of worried about Alice and Quark. I'll go too.
As will I.
Oh, that's right. Wait, guys. There's something I need to tell you.
Huh? What is it?
Go on.
I meant to say something earlier, but I guess there was just so much other stuff going on. I looked at Phi. She nodded back. See, the truth is... What did we tell them?
What?
Oh, about the bomb, right?
Oh no! You found another bomb?
Yeah,
Where?
in the garden.
No. That's not possible.
But we have
We
the
didn't see
input
anything
device.
like that.
Could you have missed it?
No! No way! We checked every part of that room.
There's a number on this one too. It said 01. Since the one we found in the crew quarters said 03 on it, well...
You think there might be a third bomb out there somewhere?
I think there's a good chance.
Ugh, game, stop.
Very well. We should split up and find this other bomb. It could be anywhere.
Yeah, I agree.
But even if we do find it, what are we supposed to do?
That is a concern for later.
Jesus, I'm sorry guys. I don't know why my game is freaking out so much right now. It's not good. Here we are almost at the end and it's giving me such a hard time.
At the moment, our primary concern should be finding it.
You can't fight an enemy you can't see, after all.
Precisely.
All right, I'll head back to the infirmary and let everybody else know.
Please.
How about we set a time to meet back here, just in case? The time we have left until the chromatic doors open is... Let's see...
Quite a bit, actually.
1 hour and 57 minutes.
I think approximately half of that should be enough. When we have 1 hour remaining, we should meet back at the infirmary. Acceptable?
That sounds good to me. Right. I'll tell the others, too.
Good. Let's go. So, these are the white doors that Kay and Clover were talking about. Yeah, there's the lock thing. No question, these are chromatic doors, I guess.
So it seems.
Ah! You followed me here! He didn't even know she was behind him the whole time? Dude. What? When did you...
I've been here the whole time.
Seriously? I didn't notice you at all.
Oh. I guess your hearing's starting to go. How sad.
At least they're back to bickering. So, what do you want? Why are you stalking me?
I'm not stalking you. I just followed you here.
That's pretty much the same thing. But how did you do it? You were totally silent. Are you Batman?
I already told you I'm not.
She did say that at the beginning.
Remember? Back in the AB room when we met?
Yeah, actually. Her and the jumping, like, what the hell? You also jumped super high, all the way up to the ceiling. What are you?
Right. Aren't you curious about that graffiti?
You're changing the subject. I want to know how you have this high jumping ability. Graffiti. Oh, yeah, that. Memento mori if the ninth lion ate the sun. Did a kid write that or what?
Why do you say that?
Well, they managed to spell ninth wrong. Who puts an E in there?
You're right.
And again, maybe it means something.
Do you know what it means? The Latin part.
Hey now, give me a little credit. Even I know what memento mori means. You see it all over the place. As far as I know, it translates to something like be aware of death or remember your mortality. Never forget that we all die someday. I guess it's a sort of cautionary thing?
What about the other part?
It's exactly what it says on the tin, right? Some sort of conditional about lions and suns. Anything come to mind?
No, nothing. Nothing at all.
We've seen plenty of lions and plenty of suns in this game.
What about you?
Me? Huh. Well, let's see. Memento mori, if the ninth lion eat the sun. Memento mori... Okay. Repeated it over and over in my head, but nothing. Whatever they meant, it was beyond me. But perhaps Phi... Latin.
Huh?
Don't you know Latin? Maybe you can figure more of it out.
Well, I know a little. More than most people, I guess, but I'm not an expert.
Then how'd you know that phrase? Yeah, that one.
Oh, that. That's from, this.
Hmm? She unpinned the brooch from her chest as she spoke and held it out to me. I hesitated for a moment, then took it.
Look at the back.
I turned it over. Okay, there it is again. So I guess the I is pronounced like a J in Latin, huh?
Yeah,
What is this?
a memento of my late mother. Well, I guess it's something like a memento.
What does that mean?
She died right after I was born. I was raised by foster parents, and they told me where the brooch had come from.
Huh.
Apparently, it was the only thing my mother had left behind.
Aw. What about your father?
Don't have one. I guess you could say I was a bastard. I
Aw.
never saw his face, and I don't know his name. I don't even know if he's alive.
Oh. I couldn't think of anything else to say, so I just handed her back the brooch.
That phrase got to be almost like a prayer for me. Whenever I had to make a tough decision, I'd say it to myself. Sometimes I'd just repeat it over and over like a chant. Before long, I had it memorized. Got me interested in Latin, and I started studying the language.
Oh, that explains that. Okay.
Volapsum semel occasionum non ipsi protest Jupiter reprehendere.
But it's weird because you say ipse with the I, and you don't use it as a J. So I guess it just depends on when you have to do the I into a J sound.
Not even Jupiter can find a lost opportunity. Sounds nice, doesn't it? But it seems kind of funny now. I mean, look at us. We've done what Jupiter can't.
Yep,
We can find our lost opportunities.
true.
That's why I followed you here. I thought it would be a good idea to talk to you about all this. Alone.
Yeah. I agree.
There's something else we need to do too, though.
Find the number 2 bomb.
Exactly. So we should get going. I'm pretty sure the bomb isn't in here. There's nowhere to hide it. So,
You're saying we should go somewhere else.
yeah.
Is it in the lab? Is that where it was that one time? I don't remember.
Well, come on, don't just stand there. We need to get a move on.
Without waiting for a reply, she turned and started toward one of the exits. I followed. The archives. Good place to hide a bomb. Now where the hell do we start looking?
I doubt it really matters. If it's here, we'll find it eventually.
So what about that Jupiter stuff?
We can talk while we look. Now get started.
I turned to a corner of the room and began to look while Phi spoke.
I'll start with a conclusion I've come to. Our consciousnesses seem to be able to jump through time. No, sorry. Through time isn't really accurate. It's more like we move through worlds.
Worlds.
Yes. I don't mean physical planets in this case. Talking about a whole different universe, really. Parallel worlds.
Great. Great game. Great. What? This sounds like some, This sounds like some DC comic stuff, which is what I've been watching a lot lately. Crisis on Infinite Earths.
Do you know about the many worlds interpretation?
Well, kind of. More like I know pretty well, yes. I think I've heard of it once or twice.
Oh, well... I'll just explain it. Let's say... I don't care what it is, but could you move? Scratch your head, cross your arms, put your hands on your hips. Anything?
I had no idea what this was supposed to explain, but I did as she asked. Oh, I have choices. What is others? Cheer, blow a kiss, tap dance, moonwalk, others. Let's moonwalk. Slide.
Was that supposed to be moonwalking?
Yeah. Pretty good, huh?
Yeah, sure. But you might want to try going backward next time, not forward.
Oh my god. Are you even looking? I was going backward. Watch.
I'm just gonna pretend I didn't see that. Anyway, you just did the moonwalk, right?
Right.
But you could have chosen to scratch your head or cross your arms. Now, maybe there are other Sigmas in other worlds who did all of those things. All of these worlds and realities are branching off from one another. The choices you could have made branched off from the moment you decided what you were going to do just now.
Oh, I bet all the other ones were funny too.
Every moment you make a decision, another universe branches off, on and on into infinity. Each of those branches is an alternate world.
Yep.
A world where a version of you did something different. Haven't you ever thought about what life would have been like if you'd made different choices? What if you'd gone to this high school instead of that one? What if you hadn't started a study group? What if you hadn't told that girl you liked her? What if?
Yeah, I go through that all the time. It's pretty normal.
What if? But are those what ifs really just what ifs? Or are there other worlds out there where you did those things? Anyway, that's the many worlds interpretation in a nutshell. I've simplified it a lot.
Okay.
Doesn't have to be human actions, though. I just used your actions to make the explanation easier to grasp. The actions of a cat, the flight of a bee, the movement of a microorganism, even fluctuations in air temperature. All these can change history.
Whoa. Hold on a second here. I'll let microorganisms slide, but there's no way that air is conscious of anything.
Can you say for sure that you are?
What?
All of your actions are caused by the cells in your brain. If we go down a little further, then you could say all of your actions are the result of atoms or electrons, or smaller particles we haven't even discovered yet. Are those atoms and electrons still you making a decision? At that level, how different are you from the air? I'd say not much.
Yeah, that's a theme for this game, with the whole termites thing and, yeah, the whole golem thing.
Human existence is just one part of reality. Falling in love is like a tulip blossoming. A tulip blossoming is like a tornado forming in South America. See what I'm saying?
Wow, all these metaphors.
The only thing that really matters is the action of the most elementary particles of matter. That's where history happens. That's where universes branch out. Hey, you stopped. Are you done with that shelf?
Oh, no, not yet.
Well, keep looking while I talk. How familiar are you with quantum physics? Never mind, don't answer that. I'll try and keep it simple for you.
More.
Let's see. Hey, hand me that box, will you?
Oh, here we go. This one? Sure. I handed the box I'd been examining over to her. She set it down on the desk and opened the top.
Also... Ah, there's a stuffed lion over there. Perfect. He's part of Felidae, too.
With that, she grabbed the lion and tossed it unceremoniously into the box. She also took a weight and an ink jar and put them in next to the lion.
All right. Everything's ready.
Ready.
Remember that book in the crew quarters about Schrodinger's cat? It relates to all this stuff I've been talking about.
Yes. See, it always ties into each other, everything.
Anyway, come look at the box.
What about looking for the...
This'll only take a minute. Now look.
I shrugged and peered into the box.
What do you see?
Well, there's a stuffed lion.
From now on, that's a cat. A living cat. This is important. Got it?
Yeah, it's a cat meow. Here we go.
Oh, man. This again?
Sorry. I can't help it.
I find that hard to believe. Ugh, fine. Maybe I can just ignore it.
For what it's worth, I'm sorry.
All right, what else do you see?
A weight that's not even a pond. And a jar of ink.
Right. Now the weight is going to be radioactive material. And the jar of ink is full of poisonous gas.
What? I'm getting out of here.
Idiot. It's not really full of gas. This is just hypothetical. Imagine that it's full of gas.
He's like, but I don't like imagining.
So, what's the weight?
Radioactive material.
And the jar of ink?
It's full of poison gas.
Exactly. Good work. Now, there's one other thing you need to know about the jar. If it's struck by any of the alpha particles the radioactive material emits, it'll break. These particles are emitted randomly, but there's a 50% chance that one of them will come into contact with the jar over the course of an hour. So let's close the lid.
Poor cat.
And pretend an hour has passed. Here's the question. Is the cat inside of the box alive or dead?
Wouldn't it be dead just from suffocating? I don't see any holes for it to breathe through.
You can't open the box to check. And you can't hit the box. Obviously, you can't shake it either. It's also been soundproofed, so the cat could be howling up a storm in there and you'd never know. Basically, you have no idea what's going on inside the box.
Poor cat.
Do you remember what happens if the alpha particles hit the jar?
It breaks. Gas fills the box and the cat inhales it and death will whisk her away.
And what if the jar doesn't break?
The cat lives to tell the tale. Well, if it doesn't suffocate in general.
Haha. And what are the chances of either of those things happening?
50%. 50%.
Uh-huh. So, what's your answer? Is the cat alive or dead?
I think it's dead no matter what. I can't possibly know.
Then guess. It's not hard. Alive or dead?
It's dead. The world's a harsh place for a cat. I have a feline. The poor kitty's dead.
Nope. You're wrong.
It's alive?
That's wrong too.
Eh? Then what's the right answer? It's a ghost.
The answer is that it's in a state where it is neither dead nor alive.
Zombie? What? How does that make any sense?
It's an extrapolation of something we see at the atomic level. We don't know if an atom is spinning upward or downward until we measure it. Before it's measured, those two possibilities coexist. But as soon as the measurement is taken, obviously, only one possibility is the truth. That's what's happening with the alpha particles. Since we can't know when they were emitted or where, we only know the probability that they'll impact the jar. Because we can't observe anything that's happening in the box, that becomes the entire system. In other words, the box is like the atom. We don't know how the cat's life or death situation has resolved itself until we look at it.
Dang-nabbit game, stop it.
Until we do, it's just a bunch of possibilities. Do you get it? If the cat in the box is possibilities,
It's both alive and dead.
right. So, let's open the lid. And when we do, all the possibilities will collapse into a single truth. Meow. What a relief, huh? Looks like the cat's alive.
Yay. But it's probably traumatized for life.
Anyway, that's Schrodinger's cat. The many worlds interpretation is one theory for explaining that weirdness.
So there's another world out there where this cat died.
Yeah, that's the idea.
That's a sad world. Okay, can we go back to looking for the bomb now?
Looks like that cat tick of yours cleared up.
Yeah. Well, your story was pretty insane.
Insane?
You don't think so? Just the idea of something being alive and dead at the same time. And if the moment the lid is opened, it determines whether or not the cat's dead, then it's almost like events in the future can determine the past. I mean, the cat doesn't die when you open the lid, so it must have already been dead.
Exactly.
Hmm?
You've experienced it, haven't you?
Yeah. What on earth are you talking about?
Think back. Remember round 2 of the AB game?
Yeah.
When you chose Betray, what was my vote?
Ally.
But what happened this time?
I chose Ally and you chose Betray.
Right. And both times, I put in my vote a full minute before the deadline.
Oh,
When did you push the button?
right before the deadline.
I see. Well, that makes this a little easier to explain. If you chose Betray, then my vote was Ally. If you chose Ally, then my vote was Betray. But I made my choices a whole minute before you made yours. Don't you think that's strange? You do see what I'm saying, don't you?
That my choice in the future altered your action in the past?
Yeah. From your perspective, there's no other way to interpret it.
Interesting. But there has to be a world where they both allied or they both betrayed. That's just the way it goes. Now that I thought about it, round 1 had been the same. When I had chosen ally, Alice had chosen betray. And when I had chosen betray, she'd done the opposite.
Look at this die. I found it over there.
How many examples are we gonna do? We get it, game. I wish they wouldn't do this.
Let me give you one last example.
As she spoke, she tossed the die into the box and quickly shut the lid.
All right. Answer this question. What number is the die on?
God, it could be anything. I'm gonna say 5. It's not 5, is it?
Okay. I'm going to open the lid.
Hey!
Good job.
It might have just done whatever I guessed.
You got it right.
That was just a fluke.
Was it?
Huh?
Let's think about what was going on before I opened the lid. What number was the die on?
5, of course.
Haven't you been paying attention? The die is still a collection of atoms, isn't it? I don't think you can reasonably suggest that it was made of some different kind of matter.
Wait, so you're saying that before you open the lid, the die was on all the numbers?
Uh-huh. That's one way to look at it, at least.
And then when you open the lid, it was just one number?
Or it might have become that number when you declared which one it was.
Huh? Wait, what do you mean?
Your choice in the future has an effect on the past.
Well, the game was probably designed to do that. That's crazy. Okay, let's go look for the bomb, please.
Anyway, that's all I wanted to say. We got a little off topic there, but I think I made my point. Reality separates off into an infinite number of branches for each and every possibility. You and I seem to be able to jump from branch to branch. Of course, our bodies aren't doing the jumping. Our consciousnesses just sort of dive into other versions of ourselves in other worlds.
Whoa. I think I get it now. That's how you knew my name, right? You jumped in from another world. That's how you knew all those other things you shouldn't have known.
Yeah, that's the best I can figure out, at least. Unfortunately, it seems like we don't retain all our memories when we jump.
Yeah.
Maybe we only remember particularly important things. I'm not sure how it works. But whatever the reason, it seems to be fairly limited. And often, we don't seem to remember jumping at all. Things will just sort of pop up.
That's why when someone asks us how we know X, all we can think of to say is, I just knew.
Yeah.
Okay. What's causing this then? I don't remember ever doing this before, so why would it start now?
If we knew that, I don't think we'd be having so much trouble. It's just...
Just what?
Well, I'm pretty sure it has to do with why we're locked up in here. There's no way this doesn't have something to do with whatever Zero Senior's trying to do. Why would he have left that Schrodinger's cat book in the crew quarters?
Yeah. Oh my god, game, stop. You aren't kidding, are you? It's back. Maybe this is some sort of huge Schrodinger's cat experiment. And all 9 of us are locked up inside the box, right? Meow.
What if you've got it backwards?
Backwards?
We're outside of the box, and the rest of the world is inside.
Then the moment we step out of this place...
Yeah, we might be determining the history of the world outside.
No way. I had 1,000 other questions, but before I could open my mouth to ask them...
Oh, good!
Oh, good. A good stopping point. Alrighty, guys. I could keep going because I think we still have quite a ways to go in this pathway. But unfortunately, I have things to do and I just gotta end recording right now. So that means we have one more episode to go, probably. Anyway, hope you're enjoying this nice little story time. Sorry about the game acting up like that. It's really frustrating. I don't know why it's doing it more than usual. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. And until next time, have a nice day. Bye-bye.